So for institutional websites, so any institution, like even for a school, it can be categorized as an institution. So mostly when you're working with these types of websites, they can use almost the same theme, but then with some little changes. So when you talk of NGOs, when you talk of CBOs, they have their own extension. Remember, when you're purchasing a domain for them, mostly we say that for an NGO, it is always advisable that you purchase a domain with .org, so that it recognizes an organization as an organizational website. Same like if it is working for a CBO. Yes, for a CBO you can also use an .org extension. Like if you are to check the very many websites we have for non-governmental organizations, they have that extension for .org. Like give me an example. Let us look for UNEP. UNEP, you will just find the extension is .org. You can see from here it's an extension with .org. Let us go to another one, maybe WFP, World Food Program. World Food Program, you can see it also has the extension .org. We can look at maybe something like Akilidada or any other non-governmental organization you think of. This one also will have the extension. You can see from here that .org. So basically, an NGO website is just something like this, and from the very beginning, you all know that an NGO is a non-governmental organization, and its websites are mostly informational, as in what it talks about is what the organization undertakes, some of its activities, some of its key organizational plans. That is what actually is captured in their website in most cases. That is why you'll find if you're very keen in most of these websites, they will never lack about us page or maybe who we are. They will never lack something to do with like board of management. They will never lack something to do like maybe like this one has publication data. You can see from this one something like publication, maybe from learning resources, you can see from there. So these are kind of websites, they carry a lot of information. So remember, we said that the main thing in when it comes to creating a website is all about finding the perfect theme. So just to start this NGO website, we just head to our theme finders, or where the websites we always find themes. Either let us first find a theme from Theme Forest. Remember, Theme Forest, we said, is now the marketplace for themes, where you can buy, you can purchase the themes, the WordPress themes. But now those other sites where we find them, we always have WP Locker. Besides WP Locker, we have Jojo Themes, jojothemes.net. Always look for the extension jojothemes.net. WP Locker is wplocker.com, and then the Theme Forest is themeforest.net.
Excuse me?
Yes.
We cannot see your screen.
Oh, sorry. And it took you so long to say that. I thought you are with me, and I already started.
We are writing messages, but you can't seem to read them.
Okay, it's okay. Fine. Sorry about that. Okay, there it comes. Can you all see it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me unpin this. Now, we are saying that institutional websites are also known as NGOs. or not even also known as, but under institutional websites we can have NGOs, we can have CBOs. Those are community-based organizations. We can have educational institutions like schools, or maybe some community schools, or even public schools or private schools. Yes, they can be categorized as institutional websites. And we've said that these institutional websites, that is, if you are to design an NGO, you always have to be very keen on the extension you are using. That is the top level domain. The top level domain for an NGO, you always use .org, .org. For a school, you can do, if for a school you can use a local domain extension like .edu, .ac.ke, or maybe .edu.ke, or .online. That is for if you're running a digital school, you can use .online or .edu. But if you're running an institutional institution like a community school, you can use .ac.ke. Like for instance, if we have maybe Visa Oshual Center, I don't know which extension they're using. Let's just find. You can see they're using sc.ke. They're using sc.ke, but then some you will find they're using .sc.ke. This is sc for school.ke. Some might use .ac.ke, some might use .edu.ke. But for NGOs, you normally use .org. You can see for UNEP it is .org. For Akilidada here it is .org. Maybe for another one, you can check for, like, which one is any other NGO you know of. World Vision. Let's talk of World Vision. Yeah, worldvision.org. So those are all NGOs. And that is their top level domain extension. Now I was saying that these all organizations, they have almost similar information they're passing around. Like you will find that these type of websites, they will have a publication. Mostly they have publications. They can have about them. Similar pages will never lack, like about pages, maybe board of management, something to do with career pages. That is, if like you can see, this one is having you can see a page for publication, a page maybe for recent updates, very many pages. Like you can see, all these are linkable pages. You can see they have this place for media, for resources, for regional presence. That is their location. Yeah. So an NGO website normally carries a lot of pages. It's almost the same as an e-commerce, because it requires quite a huge space. It requires a lot of resources, a lot of information to be put together in that website. But all in all, it depends with all you want to be displayed in your website. You can still create a simple non-governmental organization. Maybe for a CBO, you can still create a simple one. Maybe a 10-page website for a CBO, or even for an NGO that is just starting up. Like I think there is one here known as the hijab something. Is it the hijab collection? No, the hijab mentors, the hijab mentorship. The hijab mentorship is an NGO somewhere in Mombasa. Their website is not so, yeah, this one here, you can see it's also taking the org extension. So it's always like, you know, these NGOs, mostly people use them to seek for donorship. So whenever a person sees that it's running an .org, then it just gives it some validity or some legitimacy that this is now a real non-governmental website. So as that one opens, so I said that once whatever makes your website looks very nice or very responsive is the type of theme you you're gonna choose the type of theme you're gonna choose. Yeah, you can see this. They have the about us, programs, projects. They have the career. They have the contact page, and then yeah, and they have the small button here. They donate. So in most cases, actually, for an NGO website, this button here will never lack in most cases. Leave alone these international websites. Leave alone these international websites. Like for these small scale NGOs, you will find that this donate button will never lack. This is for one hijab. You can have another one here. This is Akilidada. You can see you also have the donate button here. And then you just try finding some other websites, some other NGO websites that has a donate button here, or a donate link will never miss. So the ideal thing here is finding a theme, and we said that finding a theme, you go to themeforest.net. This is now our marketplace for WordPress theme. This is our marketplace for WordPress theme, and we say this is now where you can search and find. But then we have our backend ways of finding same themes, but now not on price tag, but we'll say freely. Like you can see, this one is just for $69. But now we have our other ways of finding, which we said you go to WP Locker. We said we have WP Locker here, wplocker.com. This is themeforest.net. This is now the marketplace, which will redirect it to Envato Market, the theme marketplace. Then we have now the Jojo Themes. This is also another place that you can find themes freely. So once you have this, then you can just find. Let us just search here non-governmental NGO blog, NGO website theme. Let us just find from here also. We just want to see if we'll find another one here, and like you can see, we have this one here: charity donor or charity donation, wisdom of life, NGO blog website, welfare, non-profit NGO. We have Lifeline here. This is in Elementor. We have help here, NGO. So you can see this one is $59, $59, $79, $79. This must be having very many pages. So let us see from this end. This one is giving me no information. No results. Let me find from here. And another hack that you can use, another hack or another trick that you can use in finding these themes. Maybe you want a theme that almost resembles this one for hijab. Maybe you want a theme that resembles almost this one. So I said it's always easier to tell if these are a WordPress website by just clicking onto any part of this website, and then you go to view page source. So this one shows you the backend. Like it shows you all the content in a code form, in HTML format, all the code forms in HTML format for that website. And you can see this one is a WordPress. So let me just find it very easy and then write here theme and see which theme is used here. And there we go. You can see this one, they used Divi. This one is used, they used Divi theme for their website, but it is still a WordPress website. They used Divi. So that is just a trick that you can use to find a theme. You can see this is a WordPress website, all www.wp. And that is why I said that most websites are normally designed using WordPress. Let me see if I have any theme here. For NGO, yes, this one is giving me Kingo booking WordPress for small businesses. No, NGO. Okay, we have this one. Children charity, non-profit organization. We have crowdfunding and fundraising. We have this Lifeline. We have Listingo. No, this is not. So let us just try and choose one from here. You can even choose this NGO version 1.1. Let us see if this charity and donation theme is available. Remember, I told you that once you have this one, just head straight to ZippyShare. This is ZippyShare. We always say that ZippyShare gives optimum file contents. You can always find all the contents of that very theme. Let's just try and find if this theme is still available. Or yeah, and it is there. You have requested this file, and you can see the file is like it's very big. 22 MB is very big. It's very big for such a website. So you just head on to download. As it downloads, let us just look at the preview. Let's look at the preview. Where's the live preview? This is now the demo, and I said the demo will always take us to theme forest. The demo always take us to theme forest, because now that is the marketplace. Let us go, and then you'll just have to see its value. This is a NGO version 1.1 charity and donation WordPress theme. Download. Remember, I said when it comes to finding a theme, this is where you always take some great time, or you always have to find some good number of time. You always have to consume some good number of time to find the theme, the best theme for your website. The best theme for your website. There it is downloading. And now you can see from here, if you are to purchase this theme from Evato Market or from Jojo Theme Forest, you can see it is $54. $54. That is almost how much? Yeah, some good cash. Some good cash. Let us see its preview. I don't know if we're gonna load. As an error in HTTP request. As an error. But you can see it's fine. This is how it's gonna look like. This is now the demo files, the demo pages. You can see there is this first home page here. The second home page is here. The third home page is here. These are just part of the demo files. As you're still waiting for these files to download, let me see if you can find another theme from here. Let me say charity theme, charity website, or charity website. There our file is almost. As you can see, we have this church and religion. Church websites, they are all can be, because you remember church is always categorized as non-profitable organization. So you can just use anything from these sites to generate a church website, an institutional website. You can see these are church website, non-governmental. This Save Life 1.25. We have Funden, crowdfunding, Corridad. We have quite a number of themes. So it just depends with the one that is appealing to you, and to your client, also to your customer. And remember, I said that if you have a customer who is ready to spend on purchasing this theme, then just go ahead to Theme Forest and then purchase a theme. Like this one is $59. You can see it has almost 4.9 ratings, so it's very easy to work with. This is $59, has 3-star rating. This 79, like okay, it has made some sales, but you can see it's it doesn't have any rating. This one is $69, has a 4.5 stars rating. This one is also sold. Like I remember I said you see these government institutions, like 70% of these government institutions, they are made out of WordPress, and with them they don't go to this back-end way of finding the themes, but they just purchase direct. They just purchase the themes direct. So that is why you will find that somebody who is working in an IT department, maybe from these government offices, they don't have to know much work, because this is basically what they are doing. Yeah, once they have the theme, so they just come and make some little editings here and there. Some little editings here. Let me just close this as we open this our file. So open this our file. Let me just try finding another theme, just in case this one doesn't have the files. We can use a different theme here. We can use a different theme here. Let me use even this green planet. This is an environmental. Okay, there we go. Show in folder. This is now the NGO theme we've downloaded. Let me just move it to desktop. And remember I said that once you have it, then you unzip it. So extract files. Just extract files. Let me give it a folder. Folder, desktop, new folder, NGO files. You extract the files. There we go. The files are here. Look at the main files here. Import files are there. And remember I said that you always have to look at now the theme and confirm those two files if it is there, those two files. Extract this one again. Let me just extract it where it is. Extract here. Yeah, look at this NGO again, and there we have. These are now the files for this website. You know, the files for this theme. And remember I said once you've reached here, always look at two files, two main files here. Two main files, and we said that there is the index file which can be in php.php, this one here, or you look at the style. These two files, these are now the major things that you look for in this once you have your theme, because without these two files, then that theme will not load. Remember, this is now the main. The index is now the main of your website. It is the main of that theme. So this one is always written either in PHP or in HTML. And then we have the style. The style is always in CSS, known as cascading style sheet, so it won't change. So that once we have our theme, you now head to, you can close these ones now. You now head to our cPanel. Remember our cPanel, we said is your domain name /cPanel. Your domain name /cPanel. These login details are not always you always receive them once you purchase a domain. You receive them in your email once you purchase a domain. And there it is. Why are we moving to the cPanel? So that we can be able to install our WordPress. So that we can install our WordPress. So we can be able to, yes, there it goes. Yeah, once you're in your cPanel, I believe now you all understand the features of this cPanel. The features of this cPanel, they are all there. We've discussed this one all from email up to Softaculous. So just move straight to Softaculous and head to WordPress, because now we are working with WordPress CMS. So where do you want us to install this WordPress? Remember, we said that there is that main. Once you have your domain, you will install it in your main directory. You will install it in your main directory of your domain. But now, because my main directory already have a WordPress, so I will install it in a subdirectory, or in a directory. Like you can see, this is now the main domain, the main directory. So I'll just create a directory here, maybe for, how do we call these NGOs of ours? Give me a name. Give me a name. Yeah, let us just call it you can call it what? Let us even call it the talk show. No, it is not making some good. Give me a name, please, guys. Give me a name. Bright Minds. Okay. Yeah, let us just call it even Bright Minds. So you can see the directory under this domain. Then it is in this directory. I'm calling it Bright Minds. Bright Minds. Yeah, the name will be Bright Minds. Bright Minds. Then let us talk about, maybe site description will be maybe number 1, mentorship. Number 1, or we can say empowerment, women and youth empowerment. Women and youth empowerment, something like that. And then this now the login details for your WordPress, which you said we set up it here. So you just use admin, then you can create a password here, like which one am I gonna use? Let me just use even that. It is there. Once you have that, then you just install. You just install your WordPress. Remember, once you've installed the WordPress, it is this WordPress that you are now going to install our theme. Once you've downloaded your theme, then you just proceed to install. Once you've installed the CMS. So I hope you now get all these steps. You get your domain. Once you have your domain, get your cPanel. Once you are in your cPanel, proceed to Softaculous. Once you are in Softaculous, install WordPress, and you can see already installed successfully. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Then you can load it from here. You can see I can load it from here, and here we go. This is now Bright Minds. I don't know if that is the correct spelling. Yes, hello world. It is very empty. And remember, we now want to change it so that it looks something we desire. So you just move to now the backend of our WordPress. Remember, don't forget these things: backend of our WordPress and cPanel. Backend of our WordPress and cPanel. So our WordPress backend is, you remember the password, the login details we just created before installing our WordPress. That is what you will use to access your backend, your WordPress backend, and there it is. Now once you have this, you just move straight to appearance and then themes. Appearance and then themes. Add new theme. And remember, we are not using these ones because these ones do not match whatever type of website you are creating. These ones do not match whatever types of website you are creating. So you just move straight to upload theme, and then you have this choose file. And remember, we said that this theme that you are uploading has to be in zip format. And we are not uploading all the file that we we downloaded, but we are just downloading that single file that has the name of the theme. The name of the theme. So this one here. This is what you upload. This is what you upload. Just upload, install now. So just give it time and it installs. Remember we said that you can as well do this uploading from the cPanel. You can as well do this uploading from the cPanel. Once you are in your cPanel here, but that is I always advise not to use it. It requires technical skills. You can upload it from the file manager. You can always upload it from the file manager. From the file manager, once you have your directory here, which you will always see the directory, like this directory, we've said it is /brightmind, so you will always see a folder like this one, this folder here, marketidagency.co.ke. so you will find a folder like that. So from that folder is where you install you upload the zip file, but that is always technical. Maybe I'll give you the skills one day. So once you have this, then you just activate the theme. You activate your theme. After installing the theme, you activate. It is always very easy now. Once you have all these steps, it is always very easy. You can see now this theme is installed successfully. Welcome to NGO Theme. Thanks for choosing all these things. And remember I said once you have now this, you've installed, you have activated. The next step is now install the plugins that comes with the theme. I said this themes comes with required plugins. It requires some plugins for it to function. So always move to install, or you can just proceed to appearance and then go to okay. You can proceed to plugins here, and then proceed to install themes. From here you will see a list of all the themes that comes with this website or this blog or this theme. From here you can see this theme requires the following plugins, requires contact, Elementor, all these. So just you begin installing the plugins. It requires a lot of plugins, yes, because these are, remember we said an NGO website is very huge. It requires, like, an NGO website normally doesn't go below 10 pages, because it gives out very many information. So that's the same way we did this. You can install all the plugins, then you come and activate all at once. So just proceed to installing all the required plugins. Remember, these are required. So once you've installed these required plugins, then you can now find the different plugins you now want to run your website. Like these additional plugins, we can have slider revolution, we can have webmail, we can have very many. We can have HubSpot forms. We can have very many plugins to manage this website. Let me just reload the front end. You will see it will give me some slight changes out of this little installation that we've done. You can now see it has brought in some slight changes. Remember, we've not imported the demo data. That is why it is still very blank. So okay, Elementor is installed. We can proceed to another plugin. We can install Give. You can now see the slider revolution is here. Okay, let me find this theme. Where did we download it from? From theme, Jojo theme, right? Okay, here it is. I now want us to see how it looks like. This is the live theme. It is having an HTTP pass error. But now you can see all the demo files, or the demo home pages. We have these types of demo home pages. They look like this. Yeah, we are still waiting for these plugins to install. Remember, this our website is very huge and it requires a lot of plugins, so it will take some little time. But the moment we've installed all these plugins, then activating is just one tap. Activating is one tap. So from here we'll have this type of home pages that we'll have to choose from. We can have these, we can have this, we can have these, we can have. Yes, so Brightminds will be an NGO website that will be talking about what? Who gave the name Brightminds? Tell us what you want us to include in Brightminds, so that we can design it. We can design. In fact, this is one website we can design fully. We can design this one website fully, because those other ones we've just been doing the installation and some little editings. But now this one we can design fully. So bring contents, then we upload contents here. Yeah, you can see we have that. We have this one for donation, the plugin here. We have this one for projects. Okay, this one requires an API. Yeah, I know this one for donation, because it requires you have to link it with either PayPal, or maybe if you want donation to be made through PayPal or maybe through M-Pesa. From this plugin here, you can see this plugin ND donation. So from here, there it is where you make all the setups. That is where we always say you integrate the payment methods. Integrate the payment methods. Let us see this one for hijab and see their donation. What integration have they used? As we still wait done for load, we have they can install this one also, ND elements. Yeah, if you go to this donate button, let me see. So it is that plugin that manages this donate icon here. You see how these things are they're just networked in a way that the user will just click, but then you as the web developer, you are not doing something that makes you to scratch your head. To scratch your head. So this one is for projects. If you have like a page for projects, you can see already there is a plugin here for project. So you can see these guys, what they have integrated PayPal, donate with PayPal and a debit card or credit card. So that is their integration. That is how they have integrated their payment plan here. And then you can see use this donation for maybe something like this, sexual rights, gender-based peace and conflict, economic empowerment. Yeah, so whoever is making a donation can decide what am I donating for. Let this fund go to sexual reproductive health and rights kitty, or maybe this one goes to GBV kitty, this one goes to something like that. But that is not very ideal. Maybe you can just leave a donate. Let me just see this one for Akilidada. I don't know if they have the different kitties for donation, or it is just a single kitty. Yeah, it depends on the organization you are creating a website for. Maybe you can make it a single kitty, or it can be various kitties. Like I don't know, donate Akilidada. This is for girl child empowerment. The main ways to give one, they have online donation, then there is check, there is donation in kind, there is all this type. So they have quite a lot when it comes to, so you can see with them under this donate, this is actually a page. So for them, they have created a page, but in for these guys, donate, they created a button where this button now takes you to the payment checkout point. But now this one, they have a page, and that is why it is bringing so many info there. Then now you can click onto this donate button here, and this one now loads the integration. Yeah, these ones are still installing. We can now install this one for shortcuts. Yeah, shortcuts also need some plugin, need some API plugins. And then now we have the major one here. This is actually what makes NGO websites very dynamic. It's normally called as slider revolution or revolution slider. This one here, you now see the way these images here animate. Just a minute, let it load. Yeah, you now see the way these images animate. You'll find these images runs, another one comes again. That is actually what makes these NGO websites to be very like we have this one here. Let me just move to home. Let me move to home. You can see it's taking some time. Yeah, you now see we have this this is now a slider image. You will see that it will take some little time, then this background image here will change to something different. So that one is managed by this plugin we've installed here, the revolution slider. This plugin here manages that. So that is what gives us this, the change of images here, the change of images here. It doesn't matter where you can use it. You can use it in the main, or we call it in the landing page, that is the main page, or you can use it in any other page that you so wish. You can even use it in the footer section. Yeah, like some websites, some NGO websites normally use it in the footer section. Maybe that you create a slideshow for maybe the activities that you've carried or the undergoing activities, something like that. You can see this theme actually comes with a lot of very many plugins here. There is this one here for events calendar. That is the calendar of event plugin. I don't know if we have this one. We call it the activities calendar. Yeah, some NGOs normally have an activity calendars where it will show somewhere there like such a date they are running such an activity, such a date they are running such an activity. I like now you can now see for the donate for Akilidada. You can see where it takes me. It is now linked to this platform here. So you gift. This one is via PayPal also. This is also via PayPal. This is via PayPal. So let us wait for the events calendar to install. Events calendar plugin to install. Then we do data importation. We activate, then we import the data. We import the data. Yes, I think it's my network that's very slow. Otherwise, we are almost. Yeah, which other? Okay, now the major one. The major one I always say is this WordPress importer. This is also a very key plugin. A very key plugin here, because it is what imports. It is what imports all these live information that you're seeing here. All this kind of data you're seeing here onto your website, so that you just make very easy editing. And then we can install the WooCommerce. I don't think if we'll install that one now. So now once we have all this, then we can just do a one-click activation. Just click, select all the plugins you have installed. Select all the plugins you have installed, and then do a one action. Yeah, you call bulk action. You activate and then you apply. You can still activate a single plugin after the other, but then just to save time, you just do a bulk action. And remember, once you have all that, you can now proceed to import. You now import the demo data. You now import the demo data. As I want to install these ones, but then they are very much required. These two require some APIs integration, and then okay, let me just activate this for WooCommerce because of the donate button. Okay, dismiss setup. It takes me to some. It's loading. It wants to load Elementor. Elementor is just a page builder. Remember when we were talking about page builders, we talked about Elementor and Visual WP Bakery and others. So Elementor is just a page builder, and you can see it here. It is just a plugin also, so you can uninstall it. But then this theme here is written using or was built using Elementor, so that is why it comes with it, and it was a required plugin. So you might find another theme that comes with WP Bakery. Another one will come with maybe DV. Another one will come with. They come with very many site builders or very many page builders. Now, once you have this one, so you can now move to import our theme files. You can now move to import our theme files. Because for now, even if I reload this one here, there is no major changes. There is no major changes from the front end until I now import the theme files. And remember, I said that you can now see we have the slider revolution somewhere here. So this is where we'll be making all the slider images. The slider images, you make changes. You change them from the plugin here, the slider revolution. So let me see. Let me find the theme. We call it demo data importer or demo importer. Remember I said that each and every theme comes with its own installation style. You might find that some under appearance you will find the data importer from there. Some you will find it under the name of the theme. Let me proceed. Let me just go back to home. Some you will find them under appearance, then proceed there. Either you will find it somewhere here, import themes or import demo data. Some you may find them maybe under the names of the theme. You might find that it shows demo data importer. So it's just a matter of you taking time to study your theme. Just a matter of you taking time to study your theme to make sure that it comes with almost everything. And again, these things, once you have already known how to find them, if you find that a theme that you've installed do not have the theme importer, then you can just uninstall it and you install another one. You uninstall and install a new one. Like this one. Let me see if we'll have the theme importer. This is for tools, slider revolution, collapse menu, appearance. Okay. Themes, customize widgets, menus, install plugins. We have that one already. Templates, save templates, theme builder, landing page, and all these ones. We can create our own page if you so wish, because like I'm not seeing where we need to import our theme data. Because it is a plugin that should just show somewhere here. It is a plugin, and remember it is part of this theme. So it should just and there we have it. You can now see where this one is. It is under tools. This one is under tools, and then I've just said some will be under appearance, themes. Then you will just find it somewhere here. Import theme data, import demo data. So you can see from here tools, then we move to import, and then here you go. It tells you to install blogger data, install categories, install all these ones. But now we can run we can install this for WordPress, upload and import. Okay, this one is not giving me what I want. This one is not giving me what I want. This is not giving. Okay, I know, I've got it. Yes, from the theme that we installed, from our theme, there is this files here, the import files. The import files, this is where we all need to, these are the files that you need to, but then it should be zipped. No, in this case, this one doesn't, but it requires an XML. Remember, guys, I said that these themes, once it doesn't give you what you want, you can as well uninstall and install a new one. Because for this one, I'm not seeing what I really want. Let me say I wanted this one. Okay, there we go. You now see this charity content here. Now this is an XML document. This one, it has that is why I'm always saying that these things, they come differently in installation. So you can now see this one wants you to install in an XML file from the folder that we've just, from the theme file that we installed. Out of that folder we have all these things here, so we can just find this one. Let me just install this charity content. Let me upload and see what changes it makes. Let me what changes it makes. Let me see what changes it makes. Download and install. Let me just try submit. Failed. You can see it is giving me a lot of errors. So to save time, I think to save time, we can find another theme. You can find another theme. But provided you now know how to install a theme, provided you now know how to install a theme, provided you now know how to install a theme. And in fact, like this theme had an error because you can see it could not give us a preview from here. When we try to find a preview, it gives us an error. So let me try and find a new theme from WP Forest, WP Locker. Now, do you know how to uninstall WordPress? It is very easy. Just move back to your cPanel. Move back to your cPanel. cPanel, and then your WordPress. And then here it will show you all the list of directories where WordPress is installed. So if we just find here, we have Bright Minds here, then we delete. Just proceed and delete, and you can see removing WordPress. So you remove installation. Very unfortunate that the theme that we installed cannot help us. Let us try and find another theme. Let us find another theme from here. Let us just find charity theme. Yes, charity website. Charity website theme. Yeah, that is always the problem with these free themes. They come with a lot of challenges. So it is always advisable. But if you're working for a client, if you just purchase direct from Theme Forest, it won't have any challenges. So let us try and find a theme from here. Non-profit charity WordPress 1.1.8. Let me see. Multipurpose WordPress theme. Native is church. Welfare NGO. Let me just try and find this 1.2.4. Yes, let me see the preview if it is there. It loads the preview. Let me move to this file and see if it is there. Proceed to ZipShare. Yeah, this one is available and it's very huge, 46 MB. Yeah, let us just proceed and download. Yeah, there it goes. It is loading. Let us see the preview. This is not the preview. Let us see the preview is somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. It is loading. It is loading. Yeah, I remember I said finding a theme is always the main thing here. Once you have a theme, that is not that is fully optimized. That is yeah, this one, I think this one will work. That has all the full contents. Once you have a theme that has the full contents, then it becomes very easy for you to do the editing. Let me see the preview from here. Let me see all the menus it has. How many pages? Let me see how many pages. Temporarily not available. Adopt a child. Yeah, it's becoming technical to find a great theme, but let's just be patient. This one also has an error, so it might take it might also give us the same error. Let us find another theme. Okay, let me do away with this version 1 point something. Let me find maybe version from 3 upwards. Let me find something from 3 upwards. You can see this one already made almost 1,000 sales, so maybe it is a document, it is a file that has existed here for so long. $59. Yeah, let me find some, maybe a latest theme, maybe something like 4 point something, or maybe 3 point something, like this one 6.0. Let me try this. You can see this one is made out from Elementor. Let me see its files. As it loads, let me proceed to zippy share. Yeah, so you've now seen how hard sometimes it is when you now use these backend ways. Yeah, this backend ways requires a lot of patience. Because remember, if you don't want to spend all these $59 is almost like 6,000. Yeah, for a theme. It could be 6 or almost, or it could be more than 6,000. Let me try and see this file. This one, how it looks like. It has about 682 views. No sales at all. No sales recorded. Yeah, let me try it out. There it is. It is downloading. Yeah, here it is. Let me see if it has a live preview. You can see Elementor, something to like that. Stop deaths from breast cancer. That. Yeah, even from this demo data, you can still generate an idea. Yeah, you can just maybe form a union where you'll just be a community of activists, maybe on cancer, maybe on gender-based violence, maybe, and then you just get an NGO website like this. Ask for donation, approach government institutions for funding. conduct empowerment trainings, or maybe conduct some social activities, and then there you go. So let us try this theme if it will work. If it will work, let me just copy it to let me extract files, desktop, new folder. Let me just call it Caridad, and there we have it. Let me see if it has all the files we're looking for. Here it is. Here it is. And remember, yeah, this one I'll be having all the files. Let me look at this. Extract files. Now let me just extract here, so that we don't move. Remember, I'm just extracting to confirm if the indexed and HTML file is there. Yes, and this I can see the style is here, and then we have the indexed is here. So let me just very first try to install this one and see if we can at least customize it. See, remember we already installed WordPress, so we just have to install again. Right from return to Cpanel. Let us return to Cpanel, Softaculous. We call it Softaculous Apps Installer. Then we move to WordPress. We said we are calling it Bright Minds. Yes. We have Bright Minds here. Then we give it Bright Minds. Then you said this one is women and youth empowerment. We can call, we said that is admin, then password. We said you can create something like this. Then you just install. This one should take us very little time because it doesn't have very many files. It is quite unfortunate that we found a theme that is not working. Yeah, it does happen. Once you are using this backend way of finding things, you have to be very, very patient. Now the theme we've chose which theme? Caridad. Caridad, you can see it is $79. Very, 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 very expensive, right? $79. It has a what rating? How many sold? It is not showing any history. Oh, yeah, 320 sales. Yes, that is so much. So 320 out of this. And imagine this is just somebody just sat down and said, no, I'm creating just a theme for people to be using. A theme that is compatible with WordPress websites. There we have, and it is installed already. We have this one. We have Bright Minds here. We can open it, and then it is now gives us the default WordPress front end. If we now move to the back end now, we'll try to be very fast because I believe you all know the processes now. You all know the processes now. Let me just try and open the hijab. I'll be using either the hijab or Akilidada as our reference. Remember I said sometimes it is good to have a reference, because you cannot create all. Even the customer himself, if you have a client, he will tell you that I want you to create a website that looks something close to this, or something almost as this one. Yeah, so the customer himself or herself always have a reference. I've said you're using Akilidada. Yeah, I'm here now. You can see I'm now at the back end of our WordPress. So just move straight to appearance, and then you have themes, and then from the themes you move straight to install, add new theme, and then upload theme. Find the theme file, and we say this one it has to be in a zip file. It is this caridad. It is this caridad here, and then it is this one here. Remember we said the file that you are uploading is the name of that theme, and you can see it is now that caridad. Then install. Proceed to install. Yes, there we go. And there we go. Yes, once it is installed, you just activate. Once you load your front end, it will show some little changes. Remember, I always say this. If we now install our first page, it will show some little changes. Thanks for the video. You can now enjoy Caridad and build great websites, and that is how it is. Welcome to Caridad. Now you can now see this one, the way it has now changed. So this is why I'm always say that every theme comes with its own way of installing things. You can now see this one as its own window. You can now, it gives you the name of that theme here, Vamtam. Then welcome to Caridad. Then from here you can register and then continue to required plugins. You now proceed. So you install required plugins from here. Then you import demo data from here. You can see how this one is now very simple to work with. So that is what I'm saying. The more you install, the more you work with these themes, the more it becomes easier for you to know the different procedures they come with. You can see this one is very easy. It just shows you this one are all the plugins that are required in this. So you can do a bulk action here, and the bulk action we are doing is install, then apply. And that is Elementor is installing. After Elementor, it goes to another plugin. After another plugin, all those plugins that are required. All the plugins that are required. You can see from our theme. Once I load our front end, this is how it looks like. Very empty. But remember, we want it to look like something like this. Where is the theme? Caridad. This is it, Caridad. Yeah, the preview is something. I remember the preview is something like this. Dedicated themes, explore. We have all these types of the theme is we have this one, and we have this one here, we have this one, we have these are some of the home pages, that it comes with. You can see the home pages. Just some of the home pages it comes with. Yeah, it is still installing. Elementor is installed. You can see it is installing and activating at the same time. So this one is very much easy to work with. It's very much easy to work with. So that is the goodness with some themes. They come with, you can see everything is under this theme here, the theme name Vamtam here, and you can see it takes you straight to its dashboard, takes you straight to install plugins. Then you can import demo data direct from here. Becomes very easy to work with, and all these plugins are there. We go. They're all installed and activated. You can see we have WooCommerce, we have Elementor, we have Donation, we have this other one for contact, the contact form. So once you have all your plugins installed, what next? You just move to import the demo data. We want something like maybe if you are going for children and youth, something like this. If you are going for this homelessness, something like this, or this environmental. If it is homelessness, it is something like this. If it is children aid, disease, so that is how it goes. So but this one is Bright Mind. So this one is, I will say, is like children and aid. children and age. So we can take this home page here. You can take this. Okay, and it is now installed. Return to proceed to demo. You see now this one is very straightforward. Once you install the plugin, it just directs you to what next. Now go to demo content importer, and you can still see it from here. Import demo data. Import demo data. It becomes very easy for you to see these things. I want to believe my screen is very clear, or it is very faint, very far. Let me zoom it out a little bit. Yeah, so we are now importing the demo data. My network is kind of slow today. Yes, and now the dummy content import is that will require Elementor Pro. Will require Elementor Pro, but now we are not going to use Elementor Pro because not unless if you want to purchase. Remember, we have Elementor free version, and we also have premium version. We also have premium version. So this is where these guys now tell us that the theme requires Elementor Pro. If you don't have this, please download it from here. But remember, if you're going to get it from here, then you have to pay. You have to pay. Okay, we don't want to use Elementor Pro. So I don't know if it's still gonna allow us to import. I don't know whether it's still gonna allow us to import. Please make a backup. Okay, proceed. We recommend you use this. We don't want to use this. So this one again requires some premium version of Elementor. That is gonna make it difficult for us to use this theme again. But no, once you have a paid theme, if you have a paid theme, then all these things, you won't have any challenge. You won't have any challenge having these kind of setups. You won't have any challenge having these types of setups. Let me just try and see if you can find a way of passing through these. If you can find a way of passing through these, but I don't see if it's gonna be possible, because for us to get this Elementor Pro, that means that you have to pay. So that is why I always say that these free themes are always tricky. They're always tricky. But the moment you take time to finding one, you can always find a better theme that will work with your website. That can work with your website. Suppose actually importing this demo data was just to show us these contents, but still we can use our own Elementor and create our own page. We can still customize our page the way we will love it, or the way we can want it to be. So let me just move to pages. We can just want to do some little editing. We're not going to import because this one requires a premium version of Elementor, but let us just use the free version for now. These are plugins. Yes, we have premium versions of Elementor. You can see when you go to Elementor, it tells you to go pro. Go pro means that you're now going to the premium version, where you are going to purchase. You are going to purchase other additional functionalities of this plugin. Let me just make some little editings to this website of ours, and then we create our own. We create our own landing page. Maybe like this Akilidada, without using the demo data. We just want to create a page like this, where we'll know that maybe the first part here we have a slider evolution, Then here we create a point for some information. Then we can create a photo gallery. This you can see now. This is also another slider here. And this is also another slider. And then we have these are the stats. We call them statistics. And then our stories to follow here. And then who we are. So we can as well create that. Once we have the Elementor page builder, we can do that. We can still create our own without using the demo data. So what do? We just move to customize. We just proceed to appearance, then we customize. Let us proceed to appearance. Let us do some little customization. Then we now customize page by page. We now customize page by page. Let me close this. Okay, still we can use this. This as our sample, as our reference point. Yeah, this is Bright Minds. The theme is there. Then from here, global notice. Do you need to have this? You can decide global styles. These are just the style settings, the writing styles. Sometimes you will find that another theme will come with always known as Google styles. Some will come with Google styles, some will just be name styles. So it is not that just the different writing styles for the website. Then from here we can create a logo. Let me select one logo. You can see suggested dimension is 150 by 150. And remember last time I told you how to work with these dimensions, for different images. And we said that you work with Micromedia. So we'll just open our Micromedia Fireworks. Let me just open Micromedia Fireworks. There we have it, Macromedia Fireworks. So this Macromedia Fireworks is what we want to use to. Recommended size is 150 by 150. Yes. So that is what the Macromedia Fireworks is what we're gonna use to create that. Logo size. So let us just try and find some random logos here. Let me say NGO logos. Let me find just a sample logo from here. Let me use this one. Let me just save. You can see this one is already a Macromedia doc, so just save it there. Let's save it there. Where is my Macromedia? Has it really opened? Where is my Macromedia? It is not opened. Let me find where we have Macromedia. We have Macromedia here. Okay, we have it here. Now I just want to use the free version, not for commercial use. I said this is where we now set the sizes. This is where we set the sizes. This is where we set the sizes for our. Like now you can see the recommended size there is 150 by 150. That is a square. So just come to File, then New, and then our new size we want it to 150 by 150 by 150. And then you can decide, do you want it to be a transparent or a white background, or you want it to be on a custom background. So maybe we can use the transparent background. Then you create then where is the file? Import file, then I just import. I don't know where that one is. The one I've downloaded is stored. Let me just check. Where is it saved? Show in folder. Yeah, it is somewhere here. Desktop. So from Macromedia file, find the size, your file, desktop, and then somewhere here. Here it is. Then you open. Then you come and drop it here. I want it to fit there. There it goes. So this is 150 by 150. You can have it there. And then you just file, save. You can save it. Let us save it desktop. The desktop. Then you give it NGO logo. Then you come to your customization. Then you upload. Select files from here. And then you have it here. NGO logo. NGO logo. There it is. Then you open. So it is fit 150 by 150. You can see the size is perfect, 150 by 150. Then you can give it a title here. You can say bright minds logo. Then you select yes. Then you skip crocking because it is 150 150. It's the exact size. So once you have this, remember we can also change the site icon. Remember site icon I said is this small button you see here, like this one. You can see this Google one here. This is now the site icon, or we call it the favicon or the favicon. You can decide to change it from here, or maybe you can change it later. So just publish. You can see it is already changed. Then we move to the next section of this site. Give it a little time. There it is, published. Okay, this is now site identity, where you change the logo and the site icon. Remember, it is now the branding. Go to menus. We don't have any menus here, so we can create new menus from here. And this now we call the main menu. We call it the main menu, or just call it main. Call it main. Then next, you can now add items. The add items, you now add the home. These are now some of the items that comes with this theme. You now can have the home, or you can still change these ones, but I'll show you where to change them from. We don't change them from here. Okay, for now let us just leave that home. Then you publish. Menu location, menu header is now the current one, which is now the main. So it should show this home. This home should show somewhere here, and you can see the home is there. If I take it back, so if I added some other items here, if I click onto this, you could see them added here. And these are actually these what you see. These are now the tabs, or these are now the menus. These are now the menus. So depending on whatever you want to show here, you can create the different menus. Yeah, that is why I said I'll show you how to create these other different menu sections or menu pages, different menu pages from here. Because you can add maybe about us. I don't know whether about us is somewhere here. You can see this one. This theme doesn't have that. So just publish, and then it is published. Move to the next section. We're still customizing this appearance. Customize. We are still customizing. I think this is the one single website that we'll have to create to full completion. So that means that in our next class we'll still be doing this customization, and then we'll still be working out on this website. We want to make sure that it becomes live. It becomes a fully designed website. From menu you can add menus. Then widgets, we say these widgets are just those additional spaces that you can use to give more customizations to your website. You can see it giving you main widget area on the left side. Like from this menu here, from if we were to go, if maybe suppose this theme allowed us to import the data, then this section here where you can see where we have this little girl here, maybe we could say this part is for a widget. So this widget you can use it, it can display recent programs, it can display maybe your calendar activities, it can display maybe something like a photo gallery. You can use it to display very many things. You can use it to display very many things. It's just an added it just gives you the option of more customization to your website, the widgets. But we'll work out others. Page settings, this is now the main page, and it is the latest posts will be shown here. That is if we make it yes, or if we make it a static page, then it becomes our landing page. It becomes our landing page, where in this case we'll make it our landing page, and our landing page is going to be the home. The static page is now the home page. It should be able to show from here. I should be able to show from here, or I can add a new page if I so wish. Latest post means okay, we are finding it difficult to add because we have not created other pages. We've not created other pages from this point. Remember, we're just working from this. And then post pages, I always say that post pages should be under blog page. And you can see this is a blog. So once we have set all the page menus, all the pages, then we can come and edit this one from here, from the page settings. Then WooCommerce is just for payment. We won't use it for now. You can publish now. Once you have the little changes there, you can now proceed to the main changes. And the main changes here, we can now proceed to menus. Let us now proceed to menus. Then from menus here, we can now add the different menus we want to be displayed. Like in here, you can see these guys, they have displayed home, learning, impact, COVID-19, these ones. If you go to the hijab, where is the hijab? Okay, let me just open hijab here. Now from menus here, you can now add your own. So you can add a menu here, and the first menu we can add from here. Let me view all. Okay, we are not seeing any that I want. Like if you wanted for about us, if you wanted for what, for maybe your privacy something, all those menus, then you can this add button here. Suppose we have all these recent pages, you have created your pages, and then you just add them from here. You just add them from here. Now, like hijab is still loading. You can see hijab have this first page, home page. Then they have the about us page, they have the program page, they have the project, the gallery, all these. This for Akili, they have the learning and impact page. These are pages that are linked. These are linkable pages. Now before you make them to appear onto your menus, it means that you have to first create these pages. How do you create these pages? You just move to pages section and you add new page. So for our bright minds, maybe the first one will be about us. We can create this about us page. About us, then you publish the page. Once the page is published, you can add a new page. The new page can be about projects, our projects. We publish. Once we publish that, you can add a new page. Which other page can we add? Yeah, suppose this was dealing with some trainings. Maybe you can like our curriculum. If maybe you are dealing with some trainings, our curriculum, then maybe gallery. Like this one, they have galleries, or maybe these ones. Do they have gallery? What we do can be under about us, or maybe some. What we do and who we are is about us, but now what we do can be different. Yeah, something like that. So you can have very many things depending on what you want to. Instead of even having about us, you can write our mission, our vision, something like that. Very many pages. Then you just link them together. So we can have another page. Maybe this other page can be privacy policy. Privacy policy now for our website. Privacy policy. I always say that privacy policy is very ideal in a website, because it makes your website to be. It makes Google or the search engines to identify your websites very easily, and actually to legitimize it. We can also have, suppose you will be handling very many questions. You can have an you call it F and Q. How is it called? Q&A section. Yeah, you can have Q&A, a question and answer page, where you have all the questions that people raise. They're already answered. You can also create another page that talks about what these guys. They have another page, our stories. Yeah, you can have another one for our stories. That is our success stories. Yeah, just write it, our stories. Yes. Now once you have all these pages together, you can just close. Just move back to your dashboard. You can now see we have about us, we have cart, we have checkout. This one is now for donation. We have our curriculum, we have our projects, our stories. These are privacy policy. Oh, there is this one here for privacy policy already, but we can still delete one. We have Q&A, refund policy. If we have home sample, then okay, then now we need an home page. There is no home page here, so we can still add another page here, home. We can create another page here known as home. Let it call this one home. This is now going to be our main page. Home is going to be our main page. It is going to be our landing page. We call it landing page. It is what it should show here. Like this one, they have home, they have about us, all this. Now once you have all these pages together, then you can now move back to menus, and then you arrange these pages where and how you want them to appear. Now just head on to menus. Then from here we can have home, we can have our stories, we can have our curriculum, we can have about us, we can have another page, our projects. Then you're adding them to the main menu here. You add them to the main menu, and you can now see they're here. You have them here, and then you just save the menu. Once you save, if you come and reload this first page, you should be able to see those menus up here. If I reload this page here, you can now see we have home. Okay, it's quite unfair. This home is duplicated, but we'll take off one. We have home, we have our stories, our curriculum, our projects, about us. So that is how you work out these ones. So if I want to create another menu section for the footer, I can now see this one. They have now the footer options or the footer menus. The footer menus, you can see they have this first column, second column, third column, and fourth, and they still have all these pages. So I can still as well decide to create another footer menu here. So from here, then I just create new menu. Under menu still, then I create new menu. And then this menu, I'll call it the footer menu. I give it the name footer menu. Then I say create. Once you've created this, now I want my footer menu will contain Q&A and will contain privacy policy, and maybe I can still repeat about us, and I can still repeat home. Then I add them onto my footer menu. If I add them onto my footer menu, I save. Once I save, then you go back and reload. Then you should be able to see the footer menu. You should be able to see the footer menus. But then the footer menus are always called these sections of the footer. These sections of the footer are always identified as widgets also. They're always identified as widgets. So it is first advisable that you create a widget at the footer section. You create a widget at the footer section. So you can create as many widgets. Like you can see for Akilidada, they have 4 widgets. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first widget is the contact details, or maybe the location. And then they have a small map here that shows their location. And then they have these menus here, and then so they have this other one. So these are widgets. These are some also kinds of widgets at the footer section, which you can still. Now we have created a footer menu. We have the main menu, so we can create now the widgets. And we just move to appearance, still on widgets. Still on widgets. This one is going to be so long, but then I believe we'll continue from now. You can see this widget main menu left. This one tells me to add a widget from the main widget area. Ideally, these widgets, some themes will tell you that the various places that they created the widgets, the various places where you can actually add the widgets from. You can see that this one tells you it has 4 areas where you can add the widgets. It has this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the main, or that is a main, the WooCommerce widget, then give WP single form sidebar, then the inactive widgets. So if you want to edit, or to add other sections within these places, then you can edit. Still on these, I want us to customize our footer section. I've shown you how you add contents here, the menus here. Now I want us to customize our footer section. Then we'll stop there. Then we'll continue with editing this our website. I want us to work on this website until it is full. This is the website we're gonna work from scratch, because you can see the demo data is not able to be imported. So we are not going to work with demo data, but we are now going to create our own design. We are going to create our own design using the Elementor page, builders. We are going to create our own designs using the page builders. So let me just show you from appearance, then customize. Let me just show you how to work on the footer section. The footer section is normally identified as a widget, so it should be able to I think even this color code is not okay. It's just it's blending with our logo. The logo is red, is yellow and something, and this one is orange. Yeah, is this orange or this yellow? I don't know. It is orange. Yes, yeah, orange and some light red. Yes, just the page settings. We said that our home page is gonna be this one here, home. we now have our home, then the post page is going to be the blog. We did not add the page for blog, so we need to add a page for blog here. Under pages, that is under pages, then you just add a page there for blog, then it will just come like I think these, no, these guys don't have the blog page. These ones, they have the blog page. With them, they have the blog page. So the blog page can be maybe something like stories, but ideally, if it is not necessary that you must have the blog page, you can you can choose maybe our success or our projects to be your main page, for posts. You can see this one is now for post page. Depending on how the website is, how your contents will be, you can still decide on which of the pages that you've created can be your primary post page, your primary post pages. I think this one is we've talked so much until you can even forget some. So let me just take you to the footer section. Customize, it should be under customize. Under customize, the footer section, then we stop there. So at least we shall have done the header and the footer. The header and the footer should be under menus. Then we create a new menu, and these are the menus will be the footer. So we call it the footer menu. The footer menu. And then do we add items? We already added some, but we can still add we said privacy policy. We added Q&A. We added this home, and then we added maybe about us. Then you can move them. You can just move them to rearrange. You can have that one there to reorder, something like that. Then you just publish. You just publish. Yes, and that is now published. So menu location, main menu is this one. This is now the main menu. It is not the footer. You change it. It is not the footer. You change it. No, this is not going to be the main. So once you have that, then you just save. These menu items, they do not have so much. They do not have so much onto them. So you can see our website is still very blank because we have not worked on any page. We've not added any content onto any page. We've not added any content onto any page. We've not added any content. Oh, the footer menu was somewhere here. The footer menu, and then the footer main. Now we are having this one as the main, and then this is the menu header. Then you publish. Should be able to show it here. Home. Yes. So guys, I think we'll stop there, and then we'll work out this website. We'll proceed from that, and then we start working with the pages. We'll start working with the way. See, thank you guys. You enjoy your how do you call it?